hang on. Did Diana just try to drop with an upside down exclamation mark? Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo. I don't have the upside down exclamation mark on my keyboard. I could get to it if I needed to. So a few things. Let me go ahead and set the stage. First of all, we changed the drop. I love autumn. So it is entirely possible that for now until winter, I think we're going to go with the autumn leaves because autumn is my favorite season. So it's very much, you know, on brand. Yeah, so that's why you didn't drop, Diana. You dropped upside down. The other way. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what you're saying.
Jerry is now hosting my stream with 30 viewers.
Jerry! Just got done hanging out with Jerry and some other geeks and nerds. You know, not the least of which would be those who probably joining on the raid. Zolan was there. Who else? Astroprinter, Sith Lord Britt, Shannon, who I met the other night. She's going to be streaming on Twitch. She's done full-on cosplays of Iron Man and has revealed that she's going to be working on the Green Goblin and has met William Dafoe and Mark Hamill. So, like, I'm totally, jealous of that. Bear was also there, a.k.a. SI3D Printing. Thank you for the shout-outs, getting on those shout-outs, Pez Liz. I appreciate it. Can't Stop Lying, good to see ya. Everybody, including Mink Drops, Critic as well. If I miss any chat here at the beginning, I do apologize. DB3D Dan, thank you. Good to see you as well, virtually. Shout out to DB3D Makes. Did it again. It is kind of a bizarre world drop, wouldn't it be? Can't Stop Lying. Wouldn't it be? You'd imagine. Learning Curves. Good to see you chatting here tonight. Welcome, 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 one and all, including Corey M. Hoken. Fix him, dude. Kieran Clark. And I believe I was talking to Kieran on Jerry's stream as well. Kieran, do you stream on Twitch? Just curious to know. So like I said, if I'm missing anybody's shout-outs, include Bionic. Good to see you. Again, Bionic. Very good to see you. Yes, William Dafoe, Larzeus. Hudge Makerspace. Hudge's Makerspace. Good to see you from BC. We're down south in Seattle. Don't get to say South Seattle very often when you're talking relatively speaking, but BC, up north, been there before. Good to meet you. Off-Axis FPV. Shout out to Off-Axis FPV, because they stream too. I've caught like one or two of the streams, not, you know, heavily involved, but I'm like, oh, they're streaming. So, you never know. Who let in the Aussie? I don't know. I'm like the opposite of the Aussie. I'm the Pacific Northwestie. The Midnight Smith is over here repairing the Ender 3. Congratulations. Do you get like a merit badge for that? I'm fine. I need to adjust my my Prusa. I've got to re-level, or I guess readjust the probe potentially, so I can start using the ulti stick. Krusty said he'd be able to help me on stream at some point in the near future, just not tonight. Take no one for granted. Can't Stop Lying. I believe that you're spot on. P88YMC, thank you for dropping in. Again, if I'm missing anybody's shout-outs, anybody, I do apologize. Shout out to the Midnight Smith. Shout out to Off-Axis FPV. Good to see you again, Randy, and everybody. Again, I'm here to say hello. Don't feel bad. It's like, wait, you didn't say me. It's not intentional. A lot of stuff going on. We got leaves blowing all over the screen now. I am Fix 'em Dude. I am not Fix 'em Dude. I am definitely not Fix 'em Dude at all. Not, you know, I would love to be confused with Fix 'em Dude because he's amazing. I am currently printing, I guess what would be a beta or an alpha of a design. This is kind of a world premiere design from Fix 'em Dude. Larzeus, thank you for loving my hood. I love the hoodie too because it's very subtle. It was like one of the last things that I got before ThinkGeek shut down, I think. I believe that's where it came from. It's an old ThinkGeek thing. Got it super cheap for like $5 or something. So this is, these are 2 coins. They are Valentine's coins, Star Wars themed Valentine's coins. So you're seeing the foundation. You see the Sith Eternal logo and the Empire insignia. But what's cool, oh, I totally missed ThinkGeek too. Is there a new vlog tomorrow? Oh, I go by they. Yeah, I need to upload that. I'm manually uploading them you've probably already seen. Don't get too excited, because I can't put too much work into something that not a lot of people are really paying attention to. I don't know what the YouTube strategy is. I would love to. I got to figure out. Planning around doing like food blogs is a challenge, because it can be expensive, and we're vegan, so we're somewhat limited. Let me write this down though, so I can upload the vlog after the broadcast for tomorrow morning. We do have a cereal though. I don't know, maybe our weekly vlog, the vlog where the family joins me, it'll be around the cereal live, and we can enjoy a cereal together. This is this week's cereal. Diana, I don't think knew, and she loves this. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cereal. I'll detail the cereal, I guess, in a second, so we can get a good screen grab if Liz is still there, or Kurt possibly. So this Fix 'em Dude model that we see. Oh yes, thank you Stream Elements for the reminder. You can always host my channel in your channel. Very, very, very helpful. I will switch the views. Give me a second, Liz. I got to talk about the Fix 'em Dude model first. You see the basis of the design. These should be like spinners if they print well, and we don't know. Like, this is just a test. But they'll be spinners. So on the bottom, you've got the insignia. Bridging should be fine. I don't know. This is also, it's a gamble. I may be tempting fate here with the bridging. So we don't know. But the top side is more like a traditional sweetheart. So if this doesn't work, I would just tell Fix 'em Dude to go smaller and forget the spinning. So we'll see how the bridging works. I don't know how well the bridging is going to be. Usually I don't have any problems with bridging on this, but this may be pushing the distance. It's pushing the distance. It's going for speed. All alone in a time of need. You know what I need right now? Oh! I bit my tongue. Oh! 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 My tongue. My tongue. Oh! I bet vegan bacon. This is vegan bacon. Tempeh. Smoky bacon. No. By the way, no. Stop. I'm begging the vegan junk food industry to stop trying to replicate bacon. You can't do it. You can't. This is good. It's tasty. Very flavorful. But bacon, it is not. And that's right, I'm shaking my vegan bacon at you. Delicious. Got it on sale. Got a whole pack for 99 cents. I wasn't going to pay $5 for it. No way. Krista says the second book was released. Yes! Mr. Neo Trip. We've got the book. I showed it the other day. We've got it on the nightstand. We're reading through. She brings me one thing to read every day. If it's a comic, we read part of the story. So the Transformers My Little Pony crossover is part of that. So thanks again, Mr. Neo Trip, for that. Shout out to Astro Printer. It's trust me, we got a busy night going on here, which is great. I love it. Need to work on that infrastructure. We shall see. Fix 'em Dude. This is infrastructure week, is it not? What is that, and why does it look like poop? It looks like poop because it's tempeh. I don't know what tempeh is. I don't like the flavor of tempeh, but whatever the hell this is, it's good. It's really good. It's genuinely, for a vegan, it's good. It is not bacon though. Hey, thank you for following. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Play Shop, Steve L3D. I'm currently printing a couple of coins that may very well spin. Where's my parcel's over there? I'm getting to it, Liz. Patience. I had to set the stage, let everybody know what we're 3D printing tonight. Also had to talk about the bacon before it gelatinated. But now, since you are asking, the parcel's over there. You want me to grab it now? What brand, if I don't mind being nosy? Morningstar brand, too weird for me. I'll have to look. Retro Pit Stop. I'm not sure. Lifestyle? What's it called? Light Life? Something like that. But I don't buy this stuff full price. I got it like at a discount. It was a gamble. I'm like, well, it's 99 cents worth it. So I grabbed a few. It was worth it. I enjoyed it. Tempeh's made from soy and sometimes barley. Well, it tastes good. depending on how it's like done up, kind of like tofu. But I can eat tofu plain and I don't mind. Thank you for hosting the Midnight Smith. Really appreciate that. More and more. Shout out to more and more. Are we getting the shout outs here? Shout out to more and more. And let's make sure Jerry also gets that shout out. If you stream and I miss it, let me shout you out. More and more, Brick Streamer. Fun little streams over there. You're also a fan of the Brick. He also promoted, whose birthday was it today? He's going to be publishing a book for kids in gaming. More and more. Bricks O'Brien. Bricks O'Brien's birthday today. So happy birthday to him. Retro Pit Stop says, bought some Lifelight brand. Give it a shot next time I'm out. It's not bad, but don't go into like anything saying it's like bacon and thinking it's going to be bacon. Hey, my 37388. My weekend is well because this is the first day in about a week where it hasn't felt like a Monday. Honestly, every day this week had been a Monday for me. Saturday, we got our cereal. We're 3D printing. We're hanging out. I did my errands. Also watched Ozark. Started to watch Ozark. Season 3? Season 4? What are we in now? Ozark is awesome. If you have not started Ozark yet, you owe it to yourself. Shout out to Sith Lord Brit. You owe it to yourself. Britt was streaming last night. She was doing Minecraft. And I was watching. I was like, hey, and then Diana and Jedi were also watching. I was doing a horrible job translating their comments. Oh, she can do this. Oh, look at her. She knows how to do that. Oh, she's on the train. Oh, I'm like, so Diana and Jedi's going to be a Minecraft streamer. I think that's what she's going to do on Twitch. All right. So I am going to first show whatever the heck is in this bag, this envelope. Liz said I had to wait to open it. I didn't see the name originally because I had a big sticker over my name. But I'm still going to open it. Love Ozark, but it was canceled. Watching new season now. Oh, what? Ozark was canceled? No way. Or is this just the final season? There's no way Ozark was canceled. It's too good. It is too good. Like, I gotta understand why The Dark Crystal was canceled. It was also amazing, but not enough people watched it, certainly in relation to the cost. So here we go. I'm gonna reach in, Liz. Figure out what this is. It's ending now. Oh man, I love Ozark. It's a book. This isn't funny. This is the book that I believe was the waste of time Netflix movie that everyone was raving about, or at least it hit the top 10. Brazen? It was based on this book. Brazen is not worth watching the trailer for, let alone watching the whole thing through, only to find out that it was bad. It is not a little funny, Mighty Bean. You take that back. You take that back. Not funny. Not funny. No gift note? Oh, is there a gift note? Oh, indeed, there was a gift. Oh, hang on, and something. Oh, look at that. So it wasn't a total. It wasn't a total. I got a couple things here. A gift for me says, this is a very special gift, so you remember the best movie of 2022. Read aloud on stream. Your annoying friend Pez Liz from Liz Bradshaw. And she made up for it by sending something else. May the force be with you from Pez Liz Bradshaw. So I got a little a light up Darth Vader keychain. Very nice. Very nice. This almost makes up for it. Almost. Not completely. He may make noise. He probably does make noise. Here, let me pop over to the clean view here so we can get a screen. I'm not going to do anything with that screen grab of the book. With the Darth Vader, for sure. I'll hold on to the Darth Vader. This is collectible. Thank you, Liz. The book. Don't just mark my words. Watch Ozark. Watch Ozark. The look on my face was priceless. Liz, why? Now, you don't have to ask why. I got this. Reese's Puffs Big Puffs. So we're going to see how big they are. How big are the Reese's Puffs? How big are they? Pose with... No, I'm not going to pose with Brazen. It better be this big. Otherwise, I'm going to be very angry. It is vegan. No high fructose corn syrup or hydrogenated oil. I've had to skip a few of the cereals because they're hydrogenated oil. Fine. Read from page 133. Okay, hang on, let me... Sorry, I had to flip because I was doing the screen grabs. I got a few other things to screen grab here, but I want to get to the cereal. I want to get... Fine, hang on. The hell's on page 133, Liz? Oh my god. I just accidentally zoomed in everything. Read us the Brazen... You're not going to get read the Brazen book. As Guardian Wookiee. 130... Why am I reading from page 130? Liz, why am I doing this? No, we're not going to make this a redemption. No, it's not going to be a redemption. No. The answer is no. Okay, for every... Because these are big friggin' pages. So, 200-bit cheer. Tonight only. Because I'm not doing this, dude. This is not turning into a Brazen stream. Oh my god, why am I doing this? I like it better when you do it in your cozy little office uptown. And I like it better when you're sitting behind a desk grumbling about paperwork. But I can't do it right now. But it can't be that way every time. Not for you and not for me. Oh, why am I doing this? Why? I helped once before. I feel very strongly that I can help this time. He's not an ordinary man, even from the little... When I open it. I haven't opened it yet because I got to read this. Thank you. He's very sick.
Mario Chip shared X200. Please read page 134 also.
Darth Gallum, you don't want to know.
Retro Pete's top shared X200.
Why are you doing this to me? Darth Gallum, Liz sent a book and now they're making me read. This is the worst Netflix thing ever. His hackles came up instantly. You're not going to start bleeding for this one, too. What I'm going to do is help you find him. After that, we'll see. I can't stop you. But her hand was still caught in his, and I knew he could. I won't stop you, he amended. But I want you to think about your own caseload, the clinic, your private patients. I know my capacity. Yeah, it seemed endless to him. If you start lagging, I'll tell your grandfather on you. He'll straighten your ass out,
482 shared X200, 135.
This isn't funny. I'm forewarned, she drew him to her again. I love you, Ben. Yeah, how about a demonstration?
No more 3 shared X200, Annie Page.
Her lips curved against his, then softened. Ed stuck his head in the window. Don't you two know any of the side streets around here? Kiss off, Jackson. Tess nuzzled her cheek against Ben's. Good morning, Ed. Tess, we usually don't see you around here twice in a week. You'll probably be seeing more than that. Ben pushed open his door.
Father_Funk just gifted 5 subs.
Father Funk, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Thank you for rescuing me. Thank you. Isn't that a rescue? When someone gifts a sub, that's a rescue? Yeah? Let's make that a rescue. Can we make that a rescue, everyone? I'm losing viewers right now. Liz! Palpy reads Brazen?
Project 454 shared X200. I can't get into a story unless I hear the beginning. Page 1 please. Also 200 is a bit low.
Project! Oh, you people! You people! What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I just seen eat more of that vegan bacon than read another. You'll probably be seeing her more than that. Ben pushed open his door. Doc's coming in with us on this one. Is that right? It wasn't difficult to sense the discord. He knew them both too well. Welcome aboard. Can I read lustfully? Hang on. Palpatine's gonna finish this crap. Hello, my pitiful friends. I am here for what seems to be an ordinary night. Nothing out of the ordinary tonight. What's this?
Mornio Trip shared X200. Read one more page, please, unless you can produce a
come on,
candy
people!
instead.
For real? Oh my god. Fix 'em, dude! What are you doing?
Dude shared X1000. Any 5 random pages.
Why? Okay, here we go. Jesus Christ, I hate you all. I hate you all! Page 134. Always happy to lend a hand to a couple of civil servants. She slipped her arm through Ed's as they walked. How is Grace doing? Holding up, she decided to stay in town until this is wrapped. I see. That's good. Good. It is? She strikes me as the type who doesn't do well when things happen around her. She does better when she has a hand in. One of the worst parts of grief is helplessness. If you can get through that, you cope. She waited until he pulled open the door. Besides, if she went back to New York, how would you make a play for her? Hang on, I forgot to turn on the hype train drawing here. And ow, I wrenched my back earlier and that kind of hurts. Let's turn on the hype light. It's hypening around here. Oh my god. I don't know if I can stomach this. I haven't even eaten my cereal yet. I mean, Chris hasn't eaten his cereal yet. No. I can't read the dang thing. Ben strolled in behind his wife. Doc's got your number, Jackson. Nice looking lady, he said as he jingled the change in his pocket. Brains, looks, and money. He swung his arm over Tess's shoulder. Glad to see you're following my example. Tess only fell for you because she has a soft spot for
Daddy Palby story time.
Oh, thank you, the Midnight Smith, for that cheer. He turned into homicide, grateful that the business at hand would change the subject. I need a change of subject, that's for sure. They settled in the conference room. By the way, how close are we to the subs? Oh, we may pass tonight. 461 of 475. We may get enough subs. Then Chris has to... This is painful to listen... Astro Printer, please, rescue me. It's painful for you. I'm the one who has to read it. You can at least hit mute. Me, I've got to choke this down. Ugh. It's like eating fiberglass. Blah. Patiently, she read over Eileen Caulfield's statement and the notes from the interview with Marco. She studied Ed's official report of the events on the nights of Kathleen Breezewood's death. Ben never liked seeing her this way, handing and studying the bits and pieces of the grittier side of the world. It has been difficult enough to accept her work when she... Okay, I have to go to page 1. We didn't even make it through the hype train, people. We tried. We attempted it. I'm going to return you to Chris, who may need a break from this crap. For real? For real? For real? Dude, this is... Alright, let me turn off the hype train drawing. Why am I... Do I really have to keep reading this crap? Alright, here's page 1. And what would you like me to do to you. The woman who called herself Desiree asked. She had a voice like rose petals, soft and sweet. She did her job well, very well, and customers asked for her over and over again. She was talking to one of her repeaters now, and she knew his preferences. I'd love to, she murmured. Just close your eyes and relax. I want you to forget all about the office and your wife and your business partner. It's just you and me. When he spoke to her, she answered with a low laugh. Yes, I know you will. Don't I always? Just close your eyes and listen. The room's quiet and lit by candles. Dozens of white scented candles. Can you smell them? She gave another low teasing laugh. That's right, white. The bed's white too. Big and round and white. You're laying on it. Naked and ready. Are you ready, Mr. Drake? She rolled her eyes. It killed her that the guy wanted her to call him Mr., but it took all kinds. I've just come out of the shower. My hair's wet, and there are little beads of water all over my body. There's a drop clinging to my... Okay, that's page 1. I can't. A palate cleanser. I need a palate cleanser from this. Ugh. Someone may very well be clipping this. I don't know. If they're clipping, I am not. Y'all can download the videos and share them how you want. I just don't. What the? I barely could stay in the movie. Liz sends me this book, and then y'all cheer, and then I got to read pages. Okay, I need a break. I can't. Really? Britt needs a cigarette. Oh, we only got through page 1. Hang on. Okay. I will tweet it. I'll tweet that clip here. Why do I have to read this book for bits on the stream tonight? Are you... Liz, I'm going to eat my cereal. Not naked, but ready. Y'all can be whatever you want to be. I don't care. That was awesome. Great. My viewer count was skyrocketing. Then all of a sudden I picked this up and everyone, what? What did I just tune into? Throw that book into the flames of Mordor? I would love to, but I don't believe in burning books. All right, here we go. Holy sh! When they say this is big, I'm not joking, dude. These are big balls. Seriously. Huge. Check those out. Look at the size of these puffs. Gigantic puffs. Oh, fix him, dude. Dude. These are huge. I'm not joking. I was expecting a little bigger, but dude. It reminds me of the AC/DC song. I've got the biggest balls of them all. Spilled my balls. My balls just spilled. Okay, gonna eat my balls. Balls are kind of dusty. Not good to have dusty balls. What the hell? One of my balls dropped and it rolled on the floor somewhere. Hey, seriously. Yeah, I'm concerned. Dang it. This is not good. Found it. I found one of my drop balls. That's right, Astro Printer. They finally dropped. These are big. Crunchy. They're almost honestly, donut holes. That's what these remind me of. Donut holes. If you ever wanted to have donut hole cereal, that's what this tastes like. Taking a break from watching or reading Nora Roberts. Not exactly my idea of a good time. Oh, got the milk straight from almond nipples. Almonds, folks! I don't even know why I'm pouring milk on this thing, because it's just like, the balls are gigantic. Now, there's something for y'all. Y'all should have been clipping. If y'all didn't clip me talking about that, that would have been, that's a, oh. That would have been something to clip. Dude, I can't even get my spoon in there under the balls. Ash, you popped in the most interesting time. Today's cereal, or this week's cereal, is Reese's Puffs Big Puffs. And when they say Big Puffs, they mean big puffs. Like, it's no exaggeration. These things are huge. I do a cereal every weekend. Every Saturday, Ash. Saturday cereal. They do well in milk. They taste like, almost like dehydrated donut holes. Definitely not like sweaty balls. And by the way, Ash, I'm taking a break right now. People are cheering bits to have me read pages out of this book that one of our mods, Liz, sent, Brazen Virtue. This is the book upon which the horrible Netflix movie was based. The worst movie ever on Netflix that I only watched because it cracked the top 10. It was a Hallmark movie that was a bad Hallmark movie that Hallmark didn't even want. So Netflix took it, added some adult stuff to it, and just, it came out the other end just, ugh. Yeah, the cereal's better dry. You think everyone's IQ dropped by 100 points after listening to a few paragraphs you read? Oh, apparently I have more paragraphs to read according to the Redemptions. Based on page 1, they did not have to add that much. Oh, the movie was horrible. These puffs sog quickly. Very quickly. Critic does not like peanut butter cereal. I love peanut butter cereal. Peanut butter and chocolate. Reese's Puff cereal is generally a good cereal. I forgot. I just grabbed a regular spoon, not my lightsaber spoon. Yeah, the balls are getting very soggy. They soak up the milk instantaneously. So I hope everybody has some cereal right now. Anybody and everybody is more than welcome to clip. I'm not sure if anybody did, because I can download the clips and then throw them onto Twitter immediately. This whole stream is clippable? But just you wait. We've only gotten to page 1. Why did I agree to that? Why? Avaline, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good morning to you over there. Jerry, right now, I think mine are the soggiest. Good cereal, but more fun dry. Ash, the only cereal I'm going to recommend, I have a few cereals to recommend. As soon as I know Ash is still here. My cereal, my favorite cereal of the year, at least for the past year, has been Eggo. If you have not tried Eggo, not the chocolate one. The chocolate Eggo cereal is okay. Wait until Jedi sees these things. But the straight up Eggo cereal, trust me, it is bomb-tastic. Like, it's Eggo cereal and everything else. Eggo did their cereal. The Eggo cereal is perfect in every way. You can't find Eggo cereal? For real? Thank you for the clip, Asgardian Wookie. Big puff. Got this on sale, I think, too. Yeah. Actual size. Huge. These things are like friggin' asteroids. Let me see what we got here. One moment. Yep. Okay, so let me see what we got here. Yeah, the balls are getting very soggy. They soak up the milk instantly. All right, we'll download that. Too bad y'all missed the other one. You can always clip a VOD too. It's not as much fun. You gotta get your clipping fingers ready to catch those moments. And here I go. Okay, it happens. Okay, there's that tweet. Do I have to do this? I need a beer. I need a beer before I do another page. Ash, who just started following. Ash, shout out to Ash. Did we get a shout out for Ash? Retro gamer, streamer, Twitch ambassador. A beer or 10? Yeah. So if Diana's listening, and a cigarette and a cigarette. Oh God. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not... Okay, dude. I don't even want to start the next page. I don't want to start the next page.
Your community is hilarious. The fact that they thought about giving bits for you.
No, I said this is what it's going to take. I'm not...
No.
Yeah, I pulled it out, yeah. Yeah, I told you, they're big. Do you guys... Okay, I'm not exaggerating.
They don't look that big on the screen.
Yes, but they are big. They're huge balls. I understand this. Yeah, take the milk. Take the bowl. Ah, my back. No, yeah, remember I wrenched it. I'm gonna hold on to this for my snack. It'll be gone by the time.
I'll come back then.
But we got an ad at the chat too.
I want you to finish it. That's my favorite.
What I'm 3D printing today, Ash, before I get back into the book. Oh, I can't believe I said that. What I'm 3D printing are Valentine's Star Wars coins. So, fix them, dude. These are tests. And if these tests work, I'm going to see about doing... You'll see the top. I want to try to do different quotes, because I'd love to see a few different quotes in these for the Star Wars Valentines. So it seems that the bottom worked. We'll see if they clip apart as kind of fidget spinners as a little bonus. But I want to see about coming up with other small, short, cute Star Wars-y phrases for the top. So it's more like a Valentine coin gift, fidget spinner, Star Wars, like all in one. Wait until it's done. Like these are, it'll take another hour, 26 minutes. So if you want to see the final product and you can't stick around, in another 90 minutes or so, that we'll have them. So I'm going to take it. I need a drink of beer. Oh my God. By the way, shout out to Project 454. Shout out to Project 454. Ash said hi. 3D printing, I gotta tell you, I'm a noob. I am not a hardware person. I'm a software person. I'm someone who just generally, I like pointing, clicking, being done with it. I don't like messing with anything. Very simple. I believe in simplicity. And I got into 3D printing largely because of what I was doing on Twitch. And a lot of the people who are in the community here are also into 3D printing. So it turned out to be really, really cool. The bridging looked like it worked fine. Fix him, dude. Hey, Coastline 3D Prints. Shout out to Coastline 3D Prints. We're getting some shout outs here. Did we get a shout out for... hang on. Michael. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Project. Shout out to Coastline. Shout out to Michael. Oh, wait. And Coastline. And Project. All these streamers here. I want to make sure y'all get shout out. Shout out to Father Funk as well. What's my favorite show I've been on? The Star Wars live stream. Does that count on the Star Wars show? No! Aveline, stop! Oh.
Aveline French cheered X200. Reading time.
Wait. I gotta get a shout into Michael, who's another streamer here. Wait. Michael. So I assume that's how you say it. Shout out MHY Michael. Michael? Okay. Are you ready for this? Are y'all ready? So, to bring everybody up to speed, Pez Liz sent me this book based upon the worst Netflix movie, if not the worst movie I think I've ever watched in my entire life, and that's saying something. And I kept watching it, thinking it was going to get better, but the acting was so bad, and the story was so bad, and the writing was so bad, and the characters were so bad, and everything about it was so bad. It's like I hate Lifetime movies, and somehow Netflix took the idea of a Lifetime movie and made it worse. Brazen. So everyone's been cheering these different cheer, and so I got to read a page every time someone cheers 200 tonight. Oh, come on, Fix 'em, dude, knock it off.
Fix 'em, dude cheered X200. Don't know if it registered Aveline's butts. Here's some more just in case.
Or a sub, a gifted sub. Maybe I should have said gifted subs so we made our sub goal. I shouldn't have said bits. I should have said subs. All right. Oh God. Okay, just to bring everybody up to page 1. There's a drop. I'm ending page 1 again. Here we go. Okay, I'm changing it now. That was last 2. So now a gift, either a sub or a gifted sub, gets additional pages because we are stacking them up right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's a drop clinging to my nipple. I'm not making it up, people. I'm not making it up. It slides off and onto you as I kneel on the bed. Feel it? Yes, that's right. It's cool and you're so hot. She fought back a yawn. Mr. Drake was already breathing like a steam engine. What is he? Chugga. Okay, no more screen. Knock it off. For real? Now? Really? This is... Thank you. I appreciate trust me, I appreciate everybody's support. But why tonight? Of all nights? Like, are you like... I'm not saying you're support camels, but this is great. But why? Do you enjoy seeing me in pain? Writhing and wriggling in my seat? You just want me to read the word nipple again, don't you? Fine. Nipple. Not enough beer in the world. You know, Jedi's gonna be what? She's gonna learn the facts of life real quick. We're not even on page 3. What kind of beer? This is it's a Russian Imperial Stout. That's 18 pages? The only thing that can make this night worse is hitting that sub goal and having to walk barefoot on Lego bricks while reading Brazen. I'll kick it up a notch. You don't know why it's so funny seeing me suffer? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I rest my case. My wife, she says, and I quote, "I don't know why it's funny seeing you suffer." My wife...
Just 1 subs.
What? For real? Father Funk. Father Funk! Thank you for the gifted subs
Father
tonight!
underscore Funk just gifted 5 subs.
Yes, Midnight Smith, writhing and wriggling in the seat from the book. Well, not from the book. I'm saying from the pain
Mr.
of
Goat just
You know what I mean.
resubscribed for 5 months. Here's for page 19.
Father Funk, I appreciate it. And Mystery Goat, thank you for resubscribing as well. The Midnight Smith, thank you for giving out a community sub. I want to make sure I'm not missing. I paying attention to too many things. Hang on? I need to change the top. We're no longer on science. And what are we doing right now? What's our categories? This is like almost hot tubs here. Just chatting. Is book reading a thing on Twitch? I'm not going back to the nipple. I'm not even done with the first paragraph on this page. I can't keep my hands off you. I want to touch you, to taste you. Yes, it drives me crazy when you do that. Oh, Mr. Drake, you're the best, the very best. Oh, God, why? That was my ad lib, by the way, in the middle. The oh, God, why? That was me. That wasn't the book. For the next few minutes, she just listened to his demands and delights. Listening was the biggest part of her job. She was right on the edge now, and she glanced at her watch, grateful. Speaking of glancing at the watch, not only was his time almost up, thank God, but he was her last customer of the evening. Dropping her voice to a whisper, she helped him go over the top. Why? Come on! For real? Liz! Yes. This is past romance, dude. This is like... Oh, jeez. Oh. Yes, Mr. Drake, it was wonderful. You're wonderful. No, I'm not working tomorrow. Friday, yes, I'll look forward to it. Good night, Mr. Drake. She listened for the click, then hung up the phone. Desiree become Kathleen. 10:55. She thought with a sigh. She was off at 11, so there'd be no more calls that night, thank God. She had papers to grade, a pop quiz to make up for her students tomorrow. As she rose, she glanced at the phone. She made $200 tonight, thanks to AT&T and Fantasy Incorporated. How did AT&T get a shout out in the book? Was this sponsored? That kind of seems awkward. I understand Fantasy Incorporated being the business she works through. That makes sense. But AT&T? Oh, well, because, of course, they made the phone connect. Why wouldn't you just say mobile carrier? Why she got to drag AT&T into this? I'm serious. Listen, frickin' AT&T. I'm not starting a book club, by the way. This is not the first night of Chris Perillo book club. The first rule of book club is you do not talk about book club. What does Pez live out on? She sends me Star Wars stuff. I'm a sucker for Star Wars. What can I say?
Just gifted 1 subs.
This garbage? Not so much. No More Thief, thank you so much for the gifted sub. We're almost at our sub goal. Chris, oh yeah, this is not the Book of the Month Club thing or whatever the hell it is. Only miles away, another man clung to the phone receiver. His hand was damp. The room smelled of sex, but he was alone. In his mind, Desiree had been there. Desiree, with her white, wet body and her cool, soothing voice. Desiree, with his heart still pumping fast, he stretched out on his bed. Desiree. He had to meet her, and soon. Ugh! I need a shower in between reading these pages. Ew! Don't you me, Liz! You're the one! You're responsible for this! No, I'm sorry, Nora! Okay, sorry. I'm not gonna blame Nora. Nora wrote it. Who bought this? Stop encouraging this! Chapter 1. The plane banked over the Lincoln Memorial. Grace had her briefcase open on her lap. There were a dozen things to be packed away, but she stared out the window, pleased to see the ground rushing up toward her. There was nothing, as far as she was concerned, that was quite the same as flying. Well, try reading a book live on Twitch. A book that you don't want to read. A lewd and suggestive book that is dripping with... God. The plane was late. She knew that because the man across from her, seat 3B, kept complaining about it. Grace was tempted to reach across the aisle and pat his hand to assure him that 10 minutes in the scheme of things really didn't matter so much, but he didn't look as though he would appreciate the sentiment. I didn't appreciate that paragraph. Kathleen would be complaining too, she thought, not out loud or anything. Grace mused as she smiled and settled back for the landing. Kathleen might have just been irritated as 3B, but she would never been rude enough to mumble and moan. Oh, really? You're saying, hang on, who's this? Grace? You're saying this about Kathleen. Grace does not know Kathleen very well if she did not think that that Kathleen would never have been rude enough to mumble and moan. Because we just read the prologue. And we know very well what happened. We all know, in a certain amount of words, that there was a lot of mumbling and moaning going on. Okay? So that, I call BS. I call BS on this. This is the total BS. If Grace knew her sister, and she did, I'm emphasis mine, but it's Kathleen would have left home over an hour before, making certain to take in consideration the unpredictability of Washington traffic. Grace had heard the note in Kathleen's voice betraying her annoyance with Grace that she'd chosen a flight that would arrive at 6:15, the height of rush hour. With 20 minutes to spare, Kathleen would have parked her car in the short-term lot, rolled up the windows, locked the doors, made her way, without being tempted by the shops, to the gate. She never would have gotten lost or mixed up the numbers in her mind. Who cares? Literally, who cares? Kathleen was always early. We've been over this, yeah, right? You know, we understand that. It's inferred. Grace was always late. That was nothing new. Still, she hoped, really hoped, there would be some common ground between them now. Sisters they were, but they rarely understood each other. Oh, I'm sure about that. Grace knew what the hell Kathleen was doing. The plane bumped to earth, and Grace began tossing whatever came into her hand into her briefcase. Lipstick tumbled with the matchbooks, pens, and tweezers. That was something else a woman as organized as Kathleen would never understand. A place for everything. Grace agreed in principle, but her place never seemed to be the same from one time to the next. More than once, Grace had wondered how they could be sisters. She was careless, scatterbrained, and successful. Careless, scatterbrained, and successful! I love how it's just like, you're expecting careless, scatterbrained, and successful. I do not think that means what you think it means, Nora. Ugh. I'm still reading because I don't know how many damn pages we have left to go on this thing. How many copies did this book sell? Too many. The nuns had never been able to teach Grace anything about organizing a notebook. Nuns? Nuns? Wait, hang on. I missed a paragraph. No, I didn't. Well, I did. More than once, Grace had wondered how they... No, hang on. I gotta go back further. Did I already read that paragraph? Yeah. Scatterbrained and successful. Kathleen was organized, practical, and struggling. Oh, I see. So Grace is the hero of the story. Because, you know, it's all about Grace. Grace is the winner. She's successful. But yet careless and scatterbrained, because that's how it works. Yet they came from the same parents, had been raised in the same small brick house in the suburbs of D.C., and had gone to the same schools. The nuns had never been able to teach Grace anything about organizing a notebook, but even as far back as 6th grade at St. Michael's, they still had been fascinated by her skill at spinning a tale. When the plane was at the gate, Grace waited while the passengers who were in a hurry to deplane clogged the aisle. She knew Kathleen would probably be pacing, certain that her absent-minded sister had missed a flight again, but she needed a minute. She wanted to remember the love, not the arguments. Astropreneur. It means as dumb as a brick, but with money. And you know, here's the funny thing. Astropreneur, I know what Astropreneur sounds like. So, like, I hear Astropreneur saying that, writing that in his voice. Hang on, we gotta, I'm skipping around, because I'm not gonna read this thing consecutively. I just do not care about the story. You can call me tomorrow. How many pages are we on? How many pages do we have left to go on this thing? Are we done? Is this it? Did we make the page? Did we make it? Are we good? He had never been able to explain to her why he was in for the duration. It wasn't the excitement, stakeouts, cold coffee, or in his case, tepid tea. And her reports in triplicate weren't exciting, and he certainly wasn't in it for the pay. It was the feeling. Not the feeling when you shouldered your gun. Never the feeling when you were forced to draw it. It was the feeling you took to bed with you at night. Sometimes, only sometimes, that made you realize you'd done something right. If he were in a philosophical mood, he would talk of the law at its finest and most important invention of mankind. But in the gut, he knew it was more elemental than that. You were the good guy. Maybe, just maybe. It was that simple. But it's never that simple, Nora. Then there were times like this. Times when you ended your day by looking down at a body that you knew had to be a part of finding the one who'd caused it and bringing him in. Him? That's a pretty bold assumption there, Nora! You enforced the law and depended on the courts to remember the heart of it. Justice. It was Ben who talked of justice. Ed pared it down to right and wrong. Thanks for waiting. He turned to see Grace standing in the doorway. If possible, she was more pale. How could you be more pale? How pale was Grace? Well, we know Kathleen was white. She established that, and everything around her was white. Her eyes were dark and huge as Reese's Puffs Big Puffs. You won't believe it. It's in the book, for real. It's in the book. Her hair disheveled, as if she had dragged her hands through it again and again. You okay? I guess I just realized that no matter what happens in my life, no matter what, I'll never have to do anything more painful than what I just did. She pulled a cigarette out of a crumpled pack and lit it. My parents are getting the first flight out in the morning. I lied and told them I'd called a priest. It was important to them. It's another page. This is audible. He listened for a moment, glanced back at Grace, then turned the burner off under the pan. Mrs. McCabe has no comment at this time. After she hung up, Ed began to spoon oatmeal into a bowl. As opposed to knifing it, Nora! It doesn't take them long, does it? No, Grace! You're bound to have calls all day. That's exactly how he said it, too. No, Grace! Durr! You're bound to have calls all day, Grace. The press knows you're Kathleen's sister and that you're here. Mystery writer discovers sister's body. Grace nodded, preparing herself. Yes, it would make an interesting lead story. She stared into the phone. Or at the phone. I can handle the press, Ed. I can handle the press, Ed. It might be better if you moved into a hotel for a few days. No! She shook her head. She hadn't thought about it, but her mind was instantly made up. I need to stay here. Don't worry. I understand reporters. She managed to smile before he could argue. You don't want me to eat that, do you? Yeah. He set the bowl in front of her, then handed her a spoon. You're gonna need more than I said that wrong. You're gonna need more than cold spaghetti. I'm serious, this is the dialogue here, people. Yeah, the bowl here, gonna need more than cold spaghetti. I'm not making this up. This wasn't even written for a 9-year-old intellect, Krusty. Ugh. Leaning over, she sniffed. It smells like first grade. Since she felt she owed him, Grace dipped in. Do I have to come down and sign a statement? When you're ready. Since I was here, it simplifies things. She nodded and managed to swallow the first spoonful. It didn't taste like her mother's. I'm assuming we're still talking about the cold spaghetti. He'd done something to it. Honey, brown sugar, something, but oatmeal was oatmeal. Grace switched to her coffee. Ed, will you give me an honest answer? If I can. Do you think, going on your professional, now those are my air quotes, professional judgment, do you think that whoever did this chose this house randomly? He'd already been through the room again that night. Don't care. Next page. Going to a random page here. Remember playing like that, running fast to beat sun. Have I read enough pages? Is anybody keeping track? Have we lost track of this crap? Are we done? Have we hit the goal? Did we make the sub goal? 16 pages? 16 pages. And what do I get? A pain in the back. And full of regret. Oh, God. So, are we still friends? Sure. He took the hand she offered and held it. That was exactly what she needed. Oh, look at that! Look at that! The man knew exactly what she needed. Yeah, this isn't fantasy, is it? This could only be fantasy. The man knew exactly what she needed. Fantasy! That was exactly what she needed. You would never... That was exactly what she needed. Perfect. That was exactly what she needed. Fantasy. Now you're starting to get an idea of why I thought this was just this gigantic waste of time. Not the book, the movie. Oh, I still can't believe I watched it. On my own volition. Until the contact had been made, she hadn't realized it. Does this mean we can have dinner or something before I go back? He didn't realize her hand, but curled his fingers around hers. When are you leaving? I'm not sure. There are a lot of loose ends. Probably next week. Without thinking, just going with the urge, she lifted their joined hands to her cheek. It felt good! The contact. She knew she needed it as much as she needed long spells of time by herself. Right now, she didn't want to think of solitude. You ever go to New York, Ed? Not so far. You're getting cold, Grace. He murmured at his knuckle as his knuckles grazed over her skin. You shouldn't have come out without a jacket. You fool! I threw in the you fool. It doesn't even say you fool in there, but... She smiled as she released his hand. His lingered a few seconds more on her cheek. Grace had always moved on instinct, accepted the scrapes along with the pleasures. Before he could drop his hand, she slipped her arms around him. Do you mind? I need something to show me I'm still alive. She lifted her face and closed her mouth quietly over his. That's how they do it. They close their mouth over yours. Fantasy. Muttered Ed. The damn lips off me. No, that was an ad lib. That's solid. That was I'm back into the story. That was the first thought that ran through her mind. Solid. Because that's the first thought that would run through anybody's mind, you know, when they cast their lips completely over somebody else's, as though they were suffocating them. That was the first thought that ran through her mind. This was solid. This was tangible. His mouth was warm against hers and giving. What does that mean? Your mouth is... Look at me. Right now, my mouth is giving. I am giving with my mouth. No one needs to cast their lips entirely over mine for my mouth to give. Nora. He didn't push or grope or try to impress with smooth technique. I'm going to try to impress with smooth technique. Yeah, that's exactly what he's thinking. Let me just tell you, Nora, I'm just going to give you some insight from the man. Man never thinks that. Man never, ain't no man going, I'm going to do a smooth technique. Okay? I'm going to lay it out on the table here. My lips to yours, right? Let me just go ahead and cover your lips with mine here for just a moment. Yeah, no. No. Trying to impress with smooth technique is a thought that has never run through a man's head. Ever. I can't even this is the first time I've ever vocalized something like that. He simply kissed her back. Let me guess, that's exactly what she needed. Is that exactly what she needed? He's on the same way. That's exactly what she needed. I'm just guessing. That's exactly what she needed. Right? Am I right? Am I right? This is why I didn't like the movie's just so bad. And this book, oh my god. I'm an English major. I read literature, not... I read the classics, studied poetry. This is not where I was meant to come in my career. I mean to be in my career. I'm gonna have some beer. Ugh. He simply kissed her back. The cushion of his beard brought comfort. Really? Must be a cushiony beard. Now that's something I need. The sudden tightening of his fingers on her skin brought excitement. How wonderful it was to discover she could still need and appreciate both. She was alive, all right, and it felt wonderful. She'd taken him by surprise, but he found his footing quickly enough. He wanted to hold her like this, let his hand wander through her hair. Dusk fell. With a chill around them, he drew closer, warming her. He felt his pulse pick up rhythm and race as her body softened against his. She drew away slowly, a bit stunned by her own reaction. He let her go, though the wildly romantic image of sweeping her into his arms and into his house hadn't faded. I think that's something you only read about in books. Thanks, she managed. That's exactly what she said. Thanks, she managed. Anytime, he said, trying to impress her with his smooth technique. Your words will haunt you, Nora. They will haunt you. I will make sure they haunt you. Did you really clip this? Yeah, critic, I blame myself. Hang on, what did you clip with the mouth talk? That's exactly what she needed. Is that exactly what she needed? He's on the same... That's exactly what she needed. I'm just guessing. That's exactly what she needed. Right? Am I right? That belch was more entertaining than this book. Okay, I'm not done. She laughed, surprised that she was nervous, farted a little, delighted that she had been moved. I'd better let you get going. I know you work at night, since you are a streetwalker and a woman of the night. The lights, she explained when she lifted a brow. Did you do this to lift it? I don't know what that means. I've been putting the bathroom together. I'm almost down to the wallpaper. She glanced in his trunk. Are they naked in the street? What is she looking into his trunk for? Oh, the car trunk. And saw 4 5-gallon buckets of paste. Must be some bathroom. Paste was on sale. Now that's a man thing to do. That is a man thing to do. Paste was on sale. Because who needs 4 5-gallon buckets of paste? Men. This is the only realistic thing I've read in this book so far. That's the only realistic thing that has happened in this book. Because what else? Yeah, I had to. It was on sale. My mother would love you, she said, smiling. I'd better go in. I don't want them to worry. I'll see you later. Tomorrow. I'll fix you. Dinner. Okay, she started back across the lawn, then stopped and looked over her shoulder. Hold the carrot juice. Either that's a euphemism for something. We okay. Grace, I need to show you something. Ben slipped his hand over Tessa's and started inside. No, please, wait a minute. Grace let out a long breath, farted, and opened her purse. I found this. Grace is a very gassy individual, I've learned. I found this when I was going, which is also probably factual, because women fart more than they let on. And trust me, you know. I found this when I was going through the sympathy and florist cards this morning. She took out the plain white envelope. Everything's white in here. Dude, this book is so white. 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 I keep hearing white. White's the color I keep hearing over and over and over again. How many pages have I done She took out the plain white envelope. She slipped the card into it and handed it to Ed. He drew it out, turning it to Ben, so Ben could read it as he did. Does this mean something to you, Grace? Yes. She closed her purse, wondering why she felt nauseated, farted a little. She hadn't eaten, but she had been farting. That was the name Kathy was using for fantasy. Kathleen was Desiree. That was her cover, you see. Her cover, so no one would know who or where she was. But someone did. And he killed her. It's an assumption. That's a big assumption, Gassy Grace. She's a Garbage Pail Kid now. Come inside, Grace. I have to sit down. Tess nudged Ed inside and pushed Grace's head between her knees. Tess nudged Ed aside and pushed Grace's head between her knees. Tess nudged Ed aside and pushed Grace's head between her knees. Look, I'm not making this up, people. Oh, she's faint. Okay. I'll bring her inside in a minute, she said over her shoulder. Come on. Ben pushed the door open and laid a hand on Ed's shoulder. We better get this to the captain. Tess will take care of her, he added when Ed did not move. Take some deep breaths, Tess murmured as she massaged Grace's shoulders. With her free hand, she monitored her pulse. Damn it. I'm sick of this. Grace fought back the weakness, inch by inch, and farted. Then you'd better start eating instead of living off coffee. And you stop getting so judgy, Tess. And you'd better start getting some rest. Otherwise, this is going to keep happening. You're just going to have all your sisters murdered, every one of them. So knock it off and start eating. Grace kept her head down, but turned it until her eyes met Tess's. She saw sympathy there and understanding, mixed with a cool common sense. It is clear that she's definitely looking at another female, because a guy would not have common sense in this moment. Because the guy would probably go, "Want to get some Taco Bell? Taco Bell. You got a twofer on the burritos. Taco Bell, make you feel good." Alright, enough of that. Who cares? Today's society, where you can pick up the phone and order anything, from pizza to pornography. You only have to push a button and it becomes yours, something you're entitled to. You have a mixture here of the convenience of technology and sociopathic tendencies, which is, by the way, that's this channel's byline. You have a mixture here of the convenience of technology and sociopathic tendencies. Like this? What the hell? Why? Right now, I'm sure Jerry is going, I am never going to raid Chris again. Ever. Excuse me. Lowenstein popped her head into the door. We've just finished the cross-checks on the credit cards. At Harris's nod, she handed the printouts to Ed. Not one match. None? Ben stood to look over Ed's shoulder. 0. We look for matches in the numbers, in the names, addresses, possible aliases, or dupes. Nothing. Different styles, Ed murmured, and he began to think it through. So we're back to square one. Ben took the sheets Ed passed him. Maybe not. We tracked down the flowers. It was a phone order to Bloomtown. MasterCard number belongs to Patrick R. Morgan. Here's the address. He'll show up on either of these? Ed asked, still studying the printouts. Nope, we're still checking the other lists. Let's pay him a visit. Ben checked his watch. Good idea. Jesus. You got a work address? Yeah. Capitol Hill. Morgan's a congressman. Oh my God. I need a break, dude. I can't. I need a balls break. Next week, Chris will read the cease and desist letter from the author. So thank you. I'm going to show a couple of things Astroprinter sent. I guess I can save that other one for tomorrow. Astroprint sent a couple of NASA stickers, which is really nice since Astroprinter's still here. NASA. Breakfast of Champions. NASA does not have a cereal. They should. They should call it, like, Crunchy Stars. Actually, that was the Swedish Chef's cereal, if you remember from back in the day. So thank you for the NASA sticker. And also some NASA Explores Our Solar System trading card sets. This is really nice. So we got some NASA trading cards. This tickles me, honestly. The trading cards tickle me. Really cool. NASA Explores Pluto, Neptune, NASA Explores Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Earth, Venus. These are nice cards, dude. Wow, okay. Jedi gets this set. This is cool. Asteroids. Very nice. Comets. No interplanet Janet in here. Pluto is right here. So Pluto was included in the solar system trading card set. Not just the planet, solar system. So it's in the solar system. Planet, Janet. Then let's go see the man who began it. Janet, he's in the box. Wasn't that when we met as a science exam it? Janet made me give you the eye and then panic. Janet. I have one thing to say, and that's Janet. Dang it. Wait, dang it. Janet. I gotta be careful about what I... Ugh. Grace is getting gassy. One of her favorite shirts is the purple NASA t-shirt. It is. It's an old shirt, too. It's a very old shirt. So thank you, Astro Printer. Really appreciate that. Oh my god. I can't keep reading that book. Where's Goofy and Donald Duck? For what? By the way, everything seems to be coming out okay on these coins. Happy to report. Fix him, dude. We'll take them off, snap them apart. These are fun. Did I? I did not.
That's exactly.
Wait, is that?
That's exactly what she needed.
What? Okay. How many more pages? Serious? Do I have to do them all tonight? Do I have to do them all tonight? Do I have to? Must I? How many more pages do I have? How many more pages? 461 and 475, so 14 more for the stretch goal. 14 more. 4 more tonight? Thank you. Oh my god. Boring! What do you mean lots tomorrow? Oh, come on, dude. It was a .32. 32? Small and snub-nosed. It looked like it meant business. She'd handled guns before. Research. She'd even spent time on the firing range so she'd understand what it felt like when you pulled the trigger. She'd been told she had an excellent eye. Well, you need a finger to pull the trigger, Nora. You don't pull the trigger of a gun with your eye. Even I know that. Even when she bought it, Grace had serious doubts about whether she could fire one of these neat little bullets into a living thing. She tucked it into her nightstand and tried to forget it. The morning passed while she served the man from the phone company's coffee and kept an eye on the window. She didn't want Ed to go back before it was a fait accompli. He couldn't do anything to stop her. Of course, it helped. Oh, so someone else was murdered, yeah. It helped to repeat that a few times. Still, Grace watched the window as she sipped coffee and listened to the installer talk about his son's Little League prowess. Yeah, this couldn't get more boring. As she told Ed, people always talk to her. Usually within minutes of an acquaintance, they were telling her things reserved for family or closest of friends. It was something she'd always taken in stride, but now, just now, she thought it'd be wise to analyze it. Yes, by all means, let's analyze. Did she have that kind of face? Absently, Grace ran a hand over her cheek. That might be part of it, she decided, but it probably had more to do with her being a good listener, as Ed had suggested. She often listened with half an ear while she were... I'm listening with half a mouth. Or talking with half a mouth. Can't listen with your mouth. Even I know that. While she worked out a plot complication or characterization, but because she listened well, half was apparently enough. People trusted her. She was going to exploit that now. She was going to harden herself and make Kathleen's killer trust her. When he trusted her enough, he'd come to her. She moistened her lips and smiled as the installer told her about his son's phenomenal play at the second to last game. Ben was already hip-deep in phone calls and paperwork when Ed came into the station. Spotting his partner, Ben swallowed the better part of a powdered donut. "Oh no," he began as he put a hand over the receiver. "You had a flat tire. Your dog ate your food." "I stopped by Tess's office," Ed said. Gulp. The tone, even more than the statement, had been straightening his desk. "I'll get back to you," he said to the receiver, then hung up. "Why?" "Something Grace said this morning." After a quick scan of the messages and files on his desk, Ed decided they could wait. "I wanted to run the idea by Tess, see if she thought it fit into the psychiatric profile." "And?" "Bingo. Remember Billings? Used to work for robbery?" "Robbery? Sure, pain in the ass. He went private a couple years ago, surveillance specialist. Let's pay him a visit." Stop! "I'm terribly sorry to disturb you, Senator, but Mrs. Hayden's on the phone." Another page, by the way. "Hey, DG776, you came at the right night. You think I'd be amazing reading the Harry Potter books?" "No, fix him, dude!"
Fix some dude cheer decks 400. These bits are to take pages off the list.
That's the way I should have done it. I should have said sub-gifts add a page and cheers subtract pages. That's what I should have done. That's exactly what I should have done. Why didn't I think of that? Mystery Goat. That's not how it works. I'm making up the... God bless it. "I'm terribly sorry to disturb you, Senator, but Mrs. Hayden's on the phone. She says it's important." Hayden continued to read the variety speech he gave that afternoon at the League of Women Voters luncheon. "What lines, Susan?" 3. Hayden pushed the button while keeping the phone cradled on his shoulder. "Yes, Claire. I'm a bit pressed for time." "Charlton. It's Gerald." Charlton? After 20 years of marriage, Hayden knew his wife well enough to recognize true alarm. "What?" "I've just gotten a call from school. He was in a brawl." "A brawl? Gerald?" With a half laugh, Hayden picked up his speech again. "Don't be ridiculous." "Charlton, Dean Wright himself called me. Gerald was in a fistfight with another student." "Claire, not only is that difficult to believe, given Gerald's temperament, it's quite annoying to be called just because Gerald had some other boy had a tiff, just because they had a tiff of some kind. We'll discuss it when I get home." "Charlton?" It was a sharp-edged inner voice that prevented him from hanging up. "According to White..." Again, the name White. Why does White keep... Yes, this book cannot get any more right. "White, this was not a little tiff. The other boy, he's been taken to the hospital." So someone's in the hospital. I'm picking out pages at random here because I just don't care. How many more do I have to do tonight? The stamps have thermochromatic ink. Oh, nice. I think I know what you're talking about here. Give us a nice summary of what you were reading. Oh my god. Trash. These stamps? The NASA? The NASA stickers? Astroprinter? Which ones? Ugh. Oh, the envelope. The the envelope. Oh! Yeah, the envelope was just... the envelope got here, it was, like, destroyed. It was, like, torn up. I thought things had even fallen out. I was a little worried. I missed that. You got a delivery, only they rang your neighbor's doorbell? Was it a book by Nora Roberts? Are we good with the book? The 3D print looks tasty. It is not a pancake. Definitely not a pancake. Oh, man. The print does match the book. One more page? Whoa! There's an F-bomb in here. Hadn't yet decided how to avoid that, but he didn't doubt he would. There are 6 weeks to go before graduation. Effing prissy prep school. Seriously, it's... He thought without much heat. Once he was in college, he would be his own man. He wouldn't have to make excuses about libraries, or club meetings, or movies, or streaming the reading of these weird books that were somehow written and purchased and made into movies that never should have been made into movies to get out for a couple of hours at night. When his father won the election, there would be the Secret Service to deal with. Gerald looked forward to outwitting them. Bunch of robots in suits and ties. Stepping into the shrubbery. A shrubbery! He took out a tube of cocaine. He snorted it quickly and felt his mind crystallize into a pinpoint of thought. Roxanne! Seriously, it's right there. Roxanne. Roxanne! That's what it says. Not making it up. Not making it up at all. Alright, continue. This is the last page, Liz. Last page. Diana's still listening, too. Don't ask me why. Smiling, Diana's checking in to make sure I don't eat all her balls. That's why. Smiling, he skirted around the back of the apartment building. He didn't bother to look around, but carefully cut through the glass of her living room window. No one could stop him now. He was too powerful. And Roxanne was waiting. He nicked himself on the glass as he reached out in to turn the lock, but merely sucked on the wound as he drew up the pain. It was dark inside, and his heart was beginning to hammer a bit too fast. Gerald hitched up himself and in. Oh, so Gerald's the murderer, right? He didn't bother to close the window behind him. She would be waiting for him to hurt her, to make her sweat and scream. She would be waiting for him to take her to the ultimate climax. Oh, no, we passed family friendly about an hour ago, DG. We sailed past that. She didn't hear him. She had already taken Lawrence over the top. And was on edge of something herself. I'm not reading that word out loud. He saw her, sprawled on satin pillows, skin damp and glistening in candlelight. Closing his eyes, he listened to her voice. When he opened them again, she wasn't a barrel-like woman with flabs of fat, but a long, leggy redhead. Smiling, he walked to the side of the bed. It's time. Roxanne! Her eyes flew open, caught in the mists of her own fantasy. She stared at him. Her ample breasts were heaving. Who are you? Oh, I'm not reading the O word out loud. I'm not. We've passed that. This is a raunchy page here. This is a raunchy page. Not just regular breasts, but ample. That's how you know. It's very, very ample. Incredibly ample. They are ampled. Her ampled breasts perked up. See, I could Okay. I move on to another page. Is the O word orange? It is most certainly not orange, Asgardian Wookiee. I'm not. You know me. I'm on another page here, Liz. I'm on another page. He was still smiling as he straddled her. What do you want? What are you doing here? I'm here to give you everything you've been asking for and more. Lifting both hands, he tore the thin material from her breasts. Her ample breasts. Her previously described breasts which were so ample. She squealed and shoved at him. The receiver fell on the mattress as she scrambled for the edge of the bed. Lawrence, Lawrence, there's a man in my room. Call the police. Call someone. You're gonna like it. Roxanne. She was 3 times his size, but awkward. How small is this dude? Like 3 times someone's size? Like 3 times the size. Like that would be like, okay, so like here's a bookmark, right? And 3 times it'd be like, give me something small here. Yeah, this is okay. So that'd be like this here is like 3 times the size of this, ish, right? So the woman, she's describing the woman as this large to this dude. 3 times. She struck out again, bruising his chest, his not so ample chest. His chest, which was not as ample as her breast. His chest tussled with her breast as her ample breast smacked against his chest in such a way that this book is... I don't buy this. I don't... He didn't even feel the blow. She was screaming at him now in real terror, as opposed to the fake terror. You don't want to scream at someone in fake terror. It's got to be real. Seriously. Her heart, too weak to support the burden of her body, began to hammer and skip. Her face turned beet red when he hit her. You're gonna like it, he told her again when she fell against the pillows. In reflex, she threw up her hands to protect her face from another blow. You're never gonna experience anything like this ever again. Don't hurt me. Tears squeezed out of her eyes and ran lines through her makeup. Her breath began to rattle as he jerked her hands towards the bedspread and bound them with rope. This is the way you like it. I remember. I heard you say. He plunged into her, grinning like a maniac. I want you to like it, Roxanne. Roxanne! I want it to be the best. This is just weird. I can't go that. I'm done with this page. The sex stuff is racy, but at least I can stomach it. I don't know. I don't want to call light to that kind of thing. This is the book. This is not my book. Oh, yay. I got a ton of avocado today. Ton of it. Like a metric ton. Star Wars. This is a test. This is a fix and do test.
Is everyone concerned for me?
No. You're the one who watches like murderers.
How do you know much? Yeah, you know, I actually watched a review about you know how I used to not
like how women like going to bed. It calms them down when they learn about mass murderers.
No, horror films. Like I used to hate. Now I'm starting to like get into them. Like there's like meaning and depth behind them.
What?
Like psychology. Like when someone murders someone, there's like gore and blood. It's like there's
Oh, Diana reads all about murders and all the weird people.
I was like, whoa, I didn't know there was so much. I don't know if all of our movies are like that, but the review one that I saw.
Yeah, RC Maniac says, I say, I'm sorry, not you now like murder?
Yeah. So one of them, but the guy, they basically like kill each other. Their husband and wife, they kill each other at the end. But it's just so good. And there's a part where she's sitting like behind the mirror after she just like stabs him. But it's actually the meaning is like she's reflecting on herself and what she just
No, I don't.
It's like she's actually the mirror is placed there because it's a reflection of what she's battling inside. Yeah, it's so good. It's not real, but yeah. Anyway, I don't want to watch any horror films. So I don't know if there's like a genre for horror films that have like deep meaning behind them. Because there's this one part where
Fantasy.
he like cuts himself.
Drama.
The husband's like cutting himself with a saw. And that
I've watched
electric
movies
saw.
like it, but not like what you think.
No, there's this part where he's cutting himself with an electric saw after she just sliced her own throat. But then he like bandages her up. And then she says, it doesn't hurt, does it? And it's like, does she mean like, it doesn't hurt as much as like this toxic relationship? Or it doesn't hurt as much as life? Or it doesn't hurt as much as like, what does that mean? You know?
No.
It's like so deep. Right?
Okay.
No? Maybe not.
Be careful with those types who read these murder books. They know how to bury your body and get away with it. That's my concern. Tell you what, I ever disappear, something happened to me, first thing you need to do is check Diana's browser history.
No, everyone needs to go to it's called Jim Can't Swim, so JCS inspired interrogations.
So,
It's really good.
RC Maniac, we just went to Chipotle to get that the other week. The soy rizo. The vegan chorizo.
I think
it's
you
good.
I think you like the psychology one.
I've watched this stuff
No,
before.
not the. It's called Jay Can't Swim. He was like banned from YouTube. Or
What?
something. And he says like shout out to the YouTube team who, or he says hi to my ex who clearly works at the YouTube team and hates me or something. He was like being funny, saying like
It was good.
she's there.
RC Maniac, it was good. This is good too. Even
No,
though
but it pretty much says like the psychology behind interrogation. And like if someone was lying, they wouldn't be doing this or like they wouldn't do that. You know? Anyway,
fidgeting.
okay.
Well, here, I'm almost. Ow. It was good. It was normal. Hang on, almost. It's hard to pick up the rice when it's. It's hard to pick this up. This is good though.
Eat it all.
I'm not gonna eat it all. It's good. I mean, they're big. They're big balls. You've had the chorizo a couple times now. Pretty good. Seems a little dry. No grease like usual. I thought when we had it, it tasted like a bowl to me. Like it was just the vegan chorizo. It was good. I have zero complaints about a lot of that stuff. Zero complaints. Been very happy with it. We've got about 27 minutes left to go on this. Yeah, give it a shot. Because you never know. Wait, I got this clip. I don't know that. How this
That's
clip-
exactly what she needed. That's exactly what she needed. That's exactly what she needed.
I gotta see if this clip's worth sharing.
That's exactly what she needed. Right? Am I right? Am I right? This is so good. And this book, oh my god. I'm an English major. I read literature, not. I read the
All right, hang on just a second. Let me. That's worth tweeting. Oops. Thank you, Liz, for that. Thank you, Liz, for that clip. Ah, crap. Thank you, Liz. What's going on, Corey? That was very entertaining. Father Funk, I'm glad I could entertain you. We parlayed something. 14 from the stretch goal. Trying it, Iris. Shout out to Iris Amelia. So close. We're this close. This close. When I hit that goal, the stretch goal, I'm going to walk barefoot over Lego bricks. You've just missed a very sultry evening, Iris. I had to read pages out of Nora whoever's book. I tweeted out some clips. It was just not. It wasn't. It was entertaining to everybody watching. Not so much for me. Did not lose a bet against Diana. Liz sent the book, and then she wanted me to read a page, and then I just turned it into something, and then we all had fun. Ha ha ha! It was so much fun. How fun was it, Chris? It was so much fun. Ow! Ooh. I've been having way more fun watching Ozark. I can say that. Ozark's been fantastic. Ozark has been amazing. Chris, someone shouted me out in your raid from way back when it came up. Oh, nice. Delightfully cringe memory. What's happening? Oh, love it. Are you not amused? Are you not entertained? Avaline, glad you had a good time. I don't know. Do I have pages to read tomorrow? Stay tuned tomorrow. I can't. I can't. There are just some words that I just don't want to read out loud. I'm just not into it. Not as much. Thank you for following Demogorgon921. Welcome to the Play Shop. You were LMAO through most of your reading. Well, thank you. The word brazen is now banned. Can we do an auto ban? Can we block the word brazen? You've done sultry fanfic so great. No. You knock yourself out. Iris, have at it. Me, not so much. Thank you, Kurt. Brazen is no longer allowed. Kurt made it so. Thank you, Kurt. Oh, fix him, dude. Knock it off. Y'all are funny. Brazen, which, you know, if you think about it, that's exactly what they're going for. Brazen, not brazen. Brazen, because remember, she had ample breasts. Ample. So when you have ample breasts, according to that book, you have achieved brazen. There's meaning to everything. What about take them over the top? Yeah, that was Project 4. That was just too much. Too much for me. When I woke up this morning, this is not how I thought this day was going to go. To quote Han Solo, this is not how I thought this day was going to go. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Chris Perillo. Hey, Comic Age Clothing, good to see ya. Welcome back to the Play Shop. I'm wearing a Ed Hardy shirt. Definitely not Comic Age. Here come the hearts. Here come the hearts. It's about to get fun, Fix 'em, dude. Hoping for the best here. They look like they're coming along well. Just been lurking? Oh, fair enough. I'm sorry that you chose to lurk tonight. You didn't pin me for an Ed Hardy? No, hang on, Iris. It's a stormtrooper. My bed is filthy? Yeah, I needed to, that's like, back there, I need to wipe it off. I'm not too worried about it. I wasn't planning on printing in that area, so I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll probably clean it off after next pass, Bear. Thank you, and shout out to Bear. Haven't done a shout out in a bit. SI 3D printing. He knows what the hell he's talking about, unlike me, who's just, messing around. I gotta take somebody else's models. I have no problem with that. Fix them, dude. I'm really excited. Because if these work, I want to see the other... We got to come up with other sayings for this. Big Jano, good to see you. Shout out to Big Jano. We got to come up with other Star Wars-y, cutesy sayings. Have a little set. What do you get when you I'm not gonna... Horde 7, I do not want to start anything tonight. I've already, gone further than I needed to go. Oh yeah, Big Jano, just check out some of the clips, because I'm not gonna pick up that book again tonight, at least. It's debatable whether or not I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow. Yeah, Liz sent me a book. And it was a book that I wish I could have that time back. So as long as I've entertained other people, I'm good. You made Loyal not watch. Corey, what's on the plate right now is something that has not yet been seen. Yeah, Big Jano, trust me, you're not missing anything. Liz sent me this horrible book that was turned into a very horrible movie on Netflix. Horrible. Bad. Like, you know Hallmark movies? Yeah. Well, it was a bad Hallmark movie that they have on Netflix. So if you hate Hallmark movies because they're bad, imagine a bad Hallmark movie. That was brazen. So Liz decided to send me the book upon which it was based. It's not Star Wars. You're very surprised. Oh, you missed the bottom, and you haven't even seen the top yet, Corey. You just wait. You just wait. So Big Jano, it was, and plus I ate some balls. No one clipped those. No one went back to the VOD and got me talking about dropping my balls, which I did do. I did drop my balls. The balls did drop. One of them did. I dropped one of my balls dropped, and then it rolled around to the floor, and I had to find it. Hallmark movies aren't bad. They're super corny and unrelatable. So, bad. So imagine a bad version of something that's super corny and unrelatable. Imagine. But you don't have to imagine. No, that's brazen. Do rolling balls gather dust? I hope not, because I put one in my mouth. You're still trying to imagine a good Hallmark movie? Yeah, no doubt about that. I've never seen a good Hallmark movie. I've sat down and like kind of got through them like, oh my god, they're so formulaic. No, which, you know, if you like the formula, great. Me, Chris Perillo, right here, don't like the formula. Not a fan of the formula. No formulas. I'm anti-formula. Except for our daughter. We had to give her formula. She needed formula. I have to show these things. I forgot to show these yesterday, Kurt. I got them. There's one more variant in this wave. There's a Santa Jack. They didn't have it, but check it out. Jack and Sally styled Hot Wheels. It's part of the Disney collection. It's like, oh, cool. Jack and Sally's. Some nice Nightmare Before Christmas chases. And then I also got this. Chris likes reading books with Fabio on the cover. Mark, knock it off. Seriously. No. This one I should have waited for Dark Toy Lord to be here. I got a really cool yak face bookmark. Front back bookmark. Really cool. And then Commemorative Coins. These are not licensed, but they're a part of the... Oh, thank you, Astroprinter, for the clip. Not licensed, but they were part of this Kickstarter project. These coins. And here, let me hold it up again. There's the yak face, the elusive vintage yak face, which I do have. We've got a couple of them, actually. And then this is the book. Well, it also came with this, the extra photographs, with probably the poster in here as well. And then this is the basically the archive edition of the vintage collection as it stood at time of publishing, which is unfortunate because they continue to come out with vintage collection figures, but it's pretty much the definitive book for the figures, the vintage collection figures. So let me just go ahead and open to like one page here. So like that is, let me hold it up right. There's basically, there you go. So basically it's got details, what the card backs look like, what the figures look like, posability. There's the Tusken Raider. That Tusken turned out better than mine. But anyway, so that's this collection. So that finally came in. I don't crowdfund tech I just refuse to crowdfund tech because I've been burned one too many times. But for books and content, yeah, I crowdfund content. I crowdfund content frequently. Very frequently. Yakety yak. Yak face back. Oh man, it's a really cool book. Zero Cool, it is. Like, I don't know if it's going to be available to buy. It was primarily for fans of the figures. That's why, and it's been, I crowdfunded it like 3 years ago, something like that. To their credit, they did, I think one of the more recent figures in there is the Sith Trooper, which isn't as recent as you'd think. So I kind of I would love to see, you know, continual like revisions of this. So like in another 5 years, it'd be really good to have an updated version of this book. Now, until then, of course, I will be able to continue to print fun things. Doesn't look Star Warsy, does it? Looks like just a regular old Valentine coin. Oh, that looks interesting. That looks plain. That looks simple. But looks are very deceiving. We haven't gotten into the messaging yet, which would have been cool. I probably could have done something where I did a different color, like I did a color change, like gone to the red color on top. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be lettering on here. So maybe when these are, you know, ready to go, maybe that's what I do is for definitive versions, is do the magenta from the bottom up, and then where the lettering starts happening, doing a color change. I think I'd be able to print a good 4, 5, or 6 at the same time. So it'd be good to have like 6 of these, 6 different variants. What's the size of the coin? Fix'em Dude could give you the exact measurement. Give me a second. Let me load it up, because these are just test files right now. You can see that it's about the size of one of a little over the perimeter of a square. So 8 millimeter thick, 54, about 55 XY, 55 millimeter. That's why I made the letters taller and made them a different color. Oh yeah, I should have done that. Oh well, this is just a 7 millimeters thick. With all the vegan imitation meat, you think we should still call it meat? Yeah, sure, why not? Like, I have a hard time accepting my veggies chicken or steak. Calling my veggies chicken or steak, I don't have a problem with them existing. Shouldn't be called something else. It's close enough. It's meat. As far as I'm concerned, most people who think they're eating meat are actually eating sludge, which is anything but meat. Sludge. Yeah, they're looking very nice. They are, Big Jano. These will, like I said, I probably could pause it and do a color change. In fact, I'm going to do that. Do I hit pause? I hit tune, and then change filament. Because I'll be able to catch this pretty quickly. So I'm gonna do a color change. Just gonna be very, 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 very manual. I'm gonna go to red. Sorry for the jostling around here, but I need space. I need my space! So I assume I can do a color change with the lettering. And it wouldn't touch the perimeter, right? Fix'em Dude, just the lettering. This is the first one. I think it's got to do the second one, and it's going to come back. But it's got to be getting really close. I just got to get ready here. Manual color change. Don't pause until the first layers of letters are printed. Aquastorm, I am printing Star Wars Valentine's coins. We're doing a beta test for Fix'em Dude. They are Star Wars coins because the Valentine's, like the candies, the sweethearts, are going to have like Star Wars cutesy love sayings on them. And the bottom of each coin has like a Star Wars logo, insignia. Don't pause until the first layers of the letters are printed. Why? This is why I need an IDEX. I don't need anything more than I have now. All right, I'm gonna go grab the red then. If you're telling me to wait for at least one layer of the letters. Just you wait, Alexander Hamilton. Yes, we're waiting in the wings for you. Do 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 do. Will never be the same. Are they gonna be hard candy or chewy? Ah, Big Jana. Well, this is PLA, so it's definitely gonna be hard. I know that may be hard for you to accept. Sorry, trying to get the right angle there. Hashtag One Printer Club. That's right, Big Jana. You must have been tuned in today to Jerry's stream. We were joking about that. I think it was Shannon and I we only have one printer. She does way more with hers than I do with mine, that's for sure. Oh, for whatever it's worth, I printed out, I did a droid. I did ooh, that's really loose, isn't it? A protocol droid. You don't necessarily need a close-up of it, but hang on. I'm checking to make sure. Oh, no, it's still going with that. So we're not quite at the lettering. Still got a couple more to go. Here's the, I guess I can pull it back here, but this is the protocol droid. There you go. Protocol droid. You are a protocol droid, are you not? Fun to assemble. Easy to assemble, these little figures. This was printed at 0.1 mm layer height. The 0.1, I'm liking a little more for the figures. It does take more time, but generally speaking, I like the finish a little more. Especially for some of these filaments. Some of these filaments, they don't do well unless it's a 0.1. So when I'm probably going to be doing a pink. Did I already do a pink one? Hang on. Oh, I've already done one. I already did a pink Vader figure in this filament color, so I don't need to print another one. But since you know Valentine's Day is coming up, and this isn't even pink, this is magenta, pure magenta, Jesse PLA. And it's working, I would say, well enough. Fantastic. So the only other thing I was going to tell y'all, and you may appreciate, apart from my back, like, feeling owie. Thank you, Iris. Hearts to you as well. Was this. I continued to flesh out. Oh, here. There's the next filament I'm doing. There's the NASA stickers from Astro Printer. I gotta wait until the letters start here before we do the flip, but there's the next filament. Filament. Did I? Oh wait, I can do this. Bloop. So I'm starting a new channel where he reads from Nora Roberts. But the hell I am. So for those of you who are new streamers, and Stephen Poole, thank you. I got your PM. That if we have a chance of doing that tonight, I think it's a great idea, Stephen. So I fleshed out all the Twitch tips, and there's probably more that I have to think of. I've sent this link to a couple of people. I don't really have any true feedback, like in terms of, oh, you're missing this or this, that, or the other thing. But I literally fleshed out 59 tips, 59 suggestions in this document. Like, I basically got all the way through what I could think of, and I'm sure someone would see and say, oh, what about this or what about that? Something that hadn't necessarily been covered. Liz wants to reorganize it a bit, so I don't want to go into formatting, like the specific points. But yeah, I ended up 59, dude. This is like it's a micro ebook, a free micro ebook to get people started on on Twitch. Get them going, you know. Even I put a Creative Commons license on the content. It should be available as a PDF, a download, so people can get it. Hey, Blonde Box, I am printing some. I'm gonna zoom in a tiny bit. Let's see if that helps. I'm waiting to do a color change, which I'm doing manually at this point because I didn't slice it that way. Then I realized, you know, probably a better idea to do it that way. More like candy sweethearts. So they're like candy hearts inside of coins that have Star Wars insignias on the reverse side, and they should also be like fidget spinners of sorts. I don't know how that's going to go yet, though, the fidget spinny factor on this. It's a pretty thick heart on top, but it's starting to taper off. Do I think I'll get any other 3D printers? I'm never say never. Never say never. So these, for whatever it's worth, Blonde Box, these are test coins. So just to see if they're viable for what I think they could be for. Fix'em Dude modeled them, but I'm when they're done, I believe he'll be pushing them onto his profiles. So they're Star Wars Fidget Valentine's coins. Star Wars Fidget Valentine's coins. If they work. If not, I think they'll work as just coins. But the question is whether or not the fidgetiness works as a print in place. Because we were batting some ideas back and forth privately. I'm like, oh, it'd be pretty cool if it did this. You know, because part of, the giving Valentine's is like, okay, this is not a big deal. But, like, if it's Star Wars, something like this, people would probably want to print this. Because Valentine's, Star Wars, fidget, it's got the Star Wars, like, some fun, cute Star Wars thing on it. Wait until you see the lettering that we're going with here. You know what I'm saying? You've seen the conversation hearts, right? The little hard candy hearts. Okay, starting to do so I got to do this once. I got to get this happen once, and then I got to flip it. I wonder why. Oh, adhesion? Okay, so that's those letters. Okay, doing the color change. Just makes it cleaner? Okay. Can't believe the Niners just beat the Packers. I have no idea what that is. Is that a sports thing? How's that work? Is that a good thing? Yay! Go sports! Well, can't be any worse than a Nora Roberts novel. Oh my god, I can't even talk now. Okay, hang on just a second. No. I'm going to do 3 of these usually. I got to get it to poop here. I'm pooping over there. Sorry. Just you wait. Man, it has been a wild night tonight. That is for sure. Didn't quite make the goal. Well, we didn't do too bad. 12 away? 58, 68. No, actually 17. We lost a couple subs tonight. We lost a couple subs. We went back a couple subs. That's okay. That's okay. Valiant attempt. Thank you, Big Sports Fan. Can the printer do 2 colors? No, it cannot. So you see it now? Do you see it? Can you see the wording? Sith forever and I heart Vader. Huh? Isn't that fun? So, I would like to come up with, if we can, I mean, I don't know how easy it is, but I'd imagine pretty straightforward once the base is done, because that way we can, like, all the Star Wars logos on one side, and on the other side, Sith Forever, or I Heart Vader, or I have 2 other ideas, Be My Jedi, and Love Force, because, like, Force, you know, May the Force be with you. Like, I couldn't figure out, like, how to get May the Force be with you, like, small enough to be, like, a cutesy saying, you know what I'm saying? So, like, love, something with force, but I don't know what. Love Force, like, you know, you're a force for love, Love Force. What are other, please take that book for the want of a better word and burn it. Kieran, I'm not a big believer in that. Vader hater. How about Vader hater? Would Vader hater work? Vader hater? Actually, I Heart Vader would probably have worked just as well. Because it's a heart. It's a literal... how about, yeah, I Heart Vader. Vader, like that, instead of the I Heart Vader. Alright, so we'll take that off. Give me a second. Let me flip back here. We're going to try these. Yoda 1 for me. Oh, yes. See, there we go. Liz has got it now. Yoda 1 for me. I Heart Vader. Be My Jedi. Love Force. I Heart Vader. Instead of I Heart Vader. Alright, let's try these. Hey! Dude! This one clicked right away. Yeah! They fidget! Fix him, dude! It spins! It's a spinny fidget. It's a fidgety spinner. So, this works. How do you get this is the way into something as small? Sith forever, right? How do you get into something that small? You know what I'm saying? So on one side, you have like Sith Eternal, or and the bridging on the Sith Eternal actually worked. I'm really impressed. You know, Sith Eternal. So like someone could like take it, fidget with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's got to be like a nice big Sith Forever fits, right? This is the kind of saying, right? This is D-Way. This SD-Way. How about this SD-Way? This SD-Way? How about that? This SD-Way. This SD-Way. That'll work. May the 4th. See, I think I think Fix 'em Dude will do I Heart V8. V8DR. Vader. Or I Heart V8R. I Heart Vader. Yoda 1 for me. This SD way. Love Force, I'm not sure about. I want to get Force in there somehow, but I don't know what. V8R is great. Thank you. Fix 'em Fidget. That's right. It's a Fix 'em Fidget. So it's beautiful because it's just like one of those things. Like, yeah, it could be a coin, and that's fine. It's a great little coin. BB-8 mine. Oh, BB-8 mine. What about that? BB-8 mine. instead of BB mine, BB8 mine. We have Sith for life is this is one. Sith forever. Can we do something else for life? Sith forever I thought was pretty cool. Sith for life instead of Sith forever. Something else for life, but mix it up. I Vader my heart. R3BL for life. Rebel for life. Well, that's almost like hacker speak, though. It's like, could we get RBL for life? RBL for life, maybe? Rebel for life? How about that? RBL for life. This SD way. That's a funny one. Okay, oops. Yoda 1 for me. I heart Vader. Be my Jedi. That one's easy. RBL for life. Sith forever. RBL for life. Love Force, I'm not sure about. I want to get something like Force in there. You know what I'm saying? Rebel Hater. Leia plus Han. Stay on target. How do you get target into the... I mean, Fix 'em Dude did a good job with the little heart, right? The R Heart Vader. See, I just love the fact... Because there are a lot of insignias, right? There's the Sith Eternal. There's the Rebel insignia. There's the Jedi insignia. There's the Imperial insignia. There's the Hutt insignia. Or the Hutt clan. There's the Mudhorn. There's the Mythosaur skull. I choose you. How could you get I choose you in there, though? Because it's really big. There's not a lot of space. You don't have a lot of... Like, about as much space as you have is this. This is about as much space as you have. For this. Not a lot of space. It's got to be like the conversational hearts. Something very short, very pithy. 2 lines. So, it's got to be 2 lines. Few words. Thanks, Avaline French. Sounds like I'm going to be... No. Here's the thing. So I don't know the complexity of doing these. I don't. I mean, I'm just saying that it works. Now, I don't know if I do the font smaller than this. This is like, it's a good size. It feels solid. It bridges well, certainly. It spins well, or at least well enough that it's kind of fidgety. Kind of like, you know... You'd have to ask, don't ask me, Big Jano. That's not up to me. I'm just making an ask. I'm just saying, hey, if I had a collection like this to download and print, these are the things that I'd be looking for. It's a trap. Yes. Comic Age clothing. Yes. That's exactly it. It's a trap. It's a trap. I know. I don't want to throw too many there. But that's a funny one. Fix 'em Dude's the ultimate guy. But can you imagine being able to print these and give them out as Valentines? Your own custom Valentines. Red 5 standby. And no, admittedly, they wouldn't necessarily need to fidget, but it's just kind of like, it just adds that much more of a dynamic, and you know, like, oh, it's just a coin versus, oh, it's something to have and out, and then you pick it up and you're, oh, it's kind of fidgety and it moves. That's kind of cool. Making our run. Put your X foils in attack position. You got a little extra excited with It's a Trap because it was good. Oh, actually, no. You don't have to say I love you. How about just I know? Just a heart that says I know. That's a lot. I don't want to throw too much here, but I know. That's it. It just says I know in the middle somehow, floating in the middle. It just says I know, because you don't need to. You know it, and you look at it, it says I know, and then you turn it around, and it's like the Rebel insignia or something. Fuzzball might be a little too long. Bope photos. This is the way we got one. This SD D way. This as the way. This S the way. Yeah, fix 'em, dude. I think these are winners. I think this is a good formula. I think this is a good foundation. Fix 'em, dude. They printed out just fine. Zero complaints in terms of the fidgetiness of it. You know, this it's not gonna like free spin or, you know, whatever. But like you do this, right? Like it's a fidget coin. It's a Valentine fidget coin. You give it to a Valentine, like sits forever. Oh my God, that's great. And then you turn it around, it's even better because it's not just this side; it's this side as well. That to me is what makes it cool. It's like, whoa, it's a Star Wars Valentine, right? Like this is better than anything you can get in the store. What Fix'em Dude has done is anything better than anything you can get in the store. Beep boop. Beep boop. Beep boop beep. Yeah, I'm not sure about Force. I'm killing Force because I'm not, as much as I like it, I think y'all came up with good alternatives. Be My Jedi, Sith Forever, I Heart Vader, Yoda 1 for me, this SD way, BB-8 mine, It's a Trap, I Know. I think I Know is going to be the funniest one. I Know. Be My Jedi. Jedi Insignia. Heart Vader. Yoda 1 for me. This is D-Way. BB-8 mine. Yeah, this is a good array of little of stuff. Sorry, I'm taking notes here. Force Leia us together. I don't know about that. The heart side. The heart side. Ah, yeah, I get it. Fear, anger. Hey, Joshua, good to see you. Yeah, that's right, Joshua. You missed a fun night tonight. It's a good fidget thing. It's a fun fidget spinner. It spins really well. Fix 'em, dude. Fix 'em, dude. Have you printed one of these out yet? Have you printed one out? I don't know about R2 and C3PO Forever. That's a bit long. Hello there is too programmery. Well, actually, it's Hello World. Hello there. I get what you're saying. Obi-Wan. Hello there. Never mind. I was thinking Hello World. I'm an idiot. Not the larger one. Okay, the larger one works. I don't know which one you printed. But the larger one seems to work with bridging well enough on the bridging. And the lettering and everything. It seems to be, these are good sizes. My Only Hope. My Vader coin was smaller, only 5 millimeters thick. Well, the thickness of this seems to be fine. The thickness seems to be appropriate. The size seems to be appropriate. Like, there's nothing that I'm in feeling it in my hands. It's like, oh, this is too big, nor do I think it's too small. It's like a medium-sized coin. Sith. Brit needs to see this. Brit's gonna love this one. This is the one that she's just gonna love. With the Sith Eternal on the back. Yeah. Hey, Joshua. Did I know Brazen is the second book in a series? Shut up, Liz. It's enough. I mean that in a complimentary way. Like, shut up. Really? Ugh. How rude. Have I already used one of those 3D printer prints? I have briefly. How about Order 66? Mystery Go, execute Order 66 would be really, really, really long. I totally agree. Comic Age Clothing, Fix Him Dude has outdone himself. Trust me, like, when he uploads these, just based upon this test, like, these, he knocked it out of the park. Like, these are fantastic to hand out to kids. You're like, here. Like, what? I mean, it's Valentine's. Oh, we got an Aziz Light. Fair enough. Green and blue. Ow. There you go. But you'd be able to print several of them at the same time. I did these two at the same time. Yeah, this is great. Because it's just a little... See, if you had a multi MMU or whatever, then you'd be able to do even more colors. Order 66 may be a little long. I gotta sit in the corner, everybody. Here I am, sitting in the corner. Sitting in the corner. This is so exciting. Me sitting in the corner. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. WTF is going on? Really? This is what I get. This is what I get. You sent me here. You sent me to the corner. Hey, is Jersey Hack still here? I'm in the corner. Jersey Hack still here? Oh, thank you, Joshua.
Joshua _XP _cheerdex 100. We don't talk about Palpy. No. We don't talk about Palpy.
No, we don't. Ow. Oh, my back. Back. Ow. My back. My back. Seriously, I wrenched my back earlier. Somehow stretched a muscle on my back. It kind of hurts, just a little bit. Ow. Jersey was asking, I guess he's going to be setting up the stream here, and he was asking about joining the team. And I'm like, oh, it just depends on what you're streaming and whatnot. But generally speaking, everybody's open. Everybody's welcome. Well, I got the red loaded. I'm gonna do something that I printed earlier, but I'm going to do it in red. Theoretically, it won't be a problem. Wrench your back. No, I did not wrench my back during the reading. Joshua, you missed one hell of a stream, trust me. If you watched a VOD, if you watched any of the VODs that I've ever done, this would be it. Although you won't make it very far. Oh, so bad. And I guess I may have to read more tomorrow. Great. Just what I needed. That's exactly what I was hoping to do. It's fun. It's fun. So I got the Twitch tips done. Taking initial rounds of feedback for the Twitch tips. Fleshing out 59 tips. going for completeness if I can before going public with them. So I definitely want to get feedback from people, like some things that I forgot, things that I missed, things that I skipped, things that might be explained differently. But stay tuned for that, especially if you're new to streaming and need a bit of guidance. I probably should flesh out teams, right? Yeah, teams. What else do you think I should tell new streamers about with Twitch? We could have you read more. Project 5454. Subs petered. Like the subs, we leveled out with subs. It's now you have to get, because we're that close to the goal. Gifted subs. Streaming brazen readings. Didn't we block that word? Wasn't brazen blocked? Do not read Nora Roberts novels on Twitch. Well, that didn't happen today, obviously. Failed. Tell streamers not to read smut books on stream. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's. Oh my god. Here's the thing. They'll make a movie out of anything. Tippers. Y'all, this is like y'all have been, I need 10 pages? There should be a but we should do a randomized to pick the pages? Yeah. Do a give me a random number between 1 and like 200 and some odd, and then I can go there. Yeah, Liz, you get to type it. Great. And by the way, do not take this as an invitation to get me horrible books for me to read out of. Oh my god. It is seared into everybody's brains. That's how bad this was. Tell streamers followers will pay big money to see them suffer. You're probably not too far from the truth there. That is accurate. Ow, 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 my back. Nazarb? Nice. I did watch the movie. Shh, Liz! No one needs to be reminded that I saw Brazen. Nobody. Me, least of which. Brazen was so bad. It was brazenly awful. It was brazen that they did that. My commentary was delightful, especially... What was the laugh? What kind of laugh? Well, it was... She wrote it. A deep laugh. How else are you supposed to deep laugh? Would you rather only be able to drink Carolina Reaper hot sauce for the rest of your life, or whenever you're thirsty, or have the only thing you can sleep on, a bed and nails for the rest of your life? Bed and nails. Because eventually I'd fall asleep. Krusty, don't. Okay, y'all, here's your assignment. Y'all have homework. Instead of watching an awesome series like Ozark, which you should do, what you need to do instead is watch Brazen. Just so I'm not the only one who suffers. So I'm not the only one, like, oh my god. I'm not suffering for my craft here, people. We don't talk about Brazen, no. I don't know the song well enough. I haven't listened to it on repeat. I tried. I couldn't. I know Retro Pit Stop. I got all the way through it, and it was just like, wait, what's this confession? Nice. I did watch the movie. Liz! No one needs to be reminded that I saw Brazen. Nobody. Me. True. It's a true story. What happens if hey, Mystery Goat, if you like something that I don't like, here's the thing. That's great. Seriously, doesn't bother me. It's like someone, they find out, oh, you're vegan? Well, I'm going to have 2 hamburgers then. I'm like, okay. Well, you drive an electric vehicle? I'm going to buy 2 gas guzzlers just for that. Okay. It's your choice, dude. It's your money. It's your mouth. It's your body. I'm a big believer in that. Huge believer. If it's my body and it's my choices, but I believe in health, right? And my belief is, as the head, of my body, right? Or with this head, I'm thinking, I need to. Chris's virtual. Did you see that tweet, Kurt, today? Someone got so mad. He took it so personally. I made a generalized statement suggesting that some people who drive big vehicles are clearly overcompensating. Not everybody. But everybody, you know, who's driving these, who are clearly overcompensating. So he decided to virtue signal and accuse me of virtue signaling. I'm like, do you realize not everything that's written on the internet is about you? I am not in cahoots with anybody. But no, in terms of like body and choices, I have to do whatever I can to protect me and to protect my family. And these are the choices that I'm in charge of. I'm in charge of those choices. I control those choices. Because it matters. Because what happens in this family impacts me. The things that you put in your mouth does not impact me. I don't care. I don't have to pay your health bills. I don't have to pay your hospital bills. I don't have to keep after your whatevers. I don't have to buy your groceries. Not my responsibility. And then he tried to spin it again saying you didn't understand. I know, Kurt. I'm like, am I missing something? Like, I just like, I quote tweeted him saying I was virtue signaling, basically saying, you know, not everything that's written is about you. It was very clear. It was very clear he was trying to be a jackass. You're watching Archive. Oh, Krusty. I've seen Archive 81, but my understanding is Archive 81 is horror. Is Archive 81 horror? Because if it's too much horror, I'm not gonna watch it. Let me know what you think though, Krusty, because it looked kind of interesting. What about the character? Kinda, yes. Okay, yeah, I'm out. What about the characters in Brazen? Are you concerned about their mouths? Yes, especially when one character puts their mouth over somebody else's. If they envelop somebody else's mouth. But then that person does not want to press too hard or try to impress them. Being all fancy. What was it said? Not horror, more occult? Okay. Occult stuff I can handle. I haven't watched Fraggle Rock yet. I definitely want to watch it. Try to watch it with Jedi. I don't know. It's been very difficult to coordinate schedules lately. Really difficult. If I'm not working, I'm doing something else. And I don't have the mental bandwidth for it. Hey, Crack Pyrex. Did I already say that? If I did, I apologize, but it's true. Hello. Well, let me know how it plays out, because after Ozark, what's next? Boy, this is a really good fidget spinner, dude. It's great. Fun. You can't really fidget like this necessarily, but kind of like with your nail, kind of like doing this. That's what's great to have these lines here, right? Crack Pyrex. Fix'em Dude has made these genius hearts, these Valentine Star Wars hearts that are also fidget spinners. Well, fidget spinners of sorts, right? I've tried Afterlife. I started it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It didn't hook me enough. I wasn't hooked enough. Got a skateboard bearing inside. You'd have to ask Fix'em Dude, Crack Pyrex. He will be, I believe, uploading the final designs as a set somewhere. We kind of went back and forth. This is fun. Like, this is the kind of thing that, if for a good Valentine, like, I needed some original Valentines to print, this would be something that I would load up and print. What's the most cringe movie or show you've watched this past month? Brazen. Brazen was really bad. Brazen was really bad. I'd say it's easily top 10, if not top 3, most cringe. If I would have known it was a Hallmark-style movie, I wouldn't have even bothered. I really wouldn't. You just got your first 3D printer set up. Of course, filament arriving for a few days. Don't know why. Oh, well, congratulations. Which one did you go with? Just a gap to allow them to turn. They don't really free spin. No, they don't really. Although this one, look, it spins for a bit. Like, it's got momentum. It doesn't just stop after I stop clicking. It spins for this one, specifically, the Sith Forever one. The Imperial one is a bit tighter. You know, whether it's because of the way the filament was laid down or what, I don't know. Oh, you went with Creality Ender 3. Well, I'm giving away a 3D printer. Just so you know. At some point over the next week or two, I'm giving away the Focus Odin 5 F3. So I'm giving away a 3D printer. I've got to find out what the countries that are capable of handling this giveaway, because I'm not the one I'm facilitating, but I'm the one giving it away. This particular printer is going to be a kind of a knock-around around here. Going to basically pass it off to a neighbor so that we can get them into 3D printing. I'm not even a friend with the neighbor, but like he's the only one who's expressed interest. If I get another 3D printer, depending on which one it is, right? Depending if it's an upgrade or side grade, whatever. There's another neighbor kid who's also been really interested in this stuff. A kid, and he'd probably be in love with a 3D printer. But it's an electronic piece of equipment, so it's not a toy. These are not toys. Definitely for hobbyists. And the funny thing is the people that I help, that I enable with this stuff, they end up learning a hell of a lot more than I ever do. They pick up on a hell of a lot more than I ever do. It's kind of funny. Well, I'm happy with my Prusa, even though it's not completely dialed in. Shut up, Krusty. It's exciting, Crack Pyrex. It's fun. When you start printing out stuff, like the Star Wars stuff. No, goating is over. Goating is like 2-3 days ago. Last night was supper. But let's go ahead and give a raid over to is Shannon still streaming? She is. We're gonna raid her. Oh, she's streaming with Sarah, Decibel, and Astroprinter. So we're doing a group chat. So I'm gonna raid you into a community here. Give her a follow. She's done. She's a maker. She's done. See, I can't laugh about it now. It's old news, Mark. It was funny the other day. But anyway, she's kind of new to Twitch. She was in Jerry's stream earlier. She's made her own stuff. She's gonna be working on a Green Goblin costume. She's met celebrities. Like she's skilled. Like she's done. It's legit. Like she is a legit maker. So we're gonna be rating her tonight. I love you. I appreciate you. But at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. The only person I don't love or appreciate is Liz. For what she did tonight. Actually, I take that back. I do appreciate her. Because she also sent along a Darth Vader keychain that lights up. So thank you for that. Thank you, Liz. Get those Tusken Raider emotes ready. You got them ready? Are you ready, those Tusken Raider emotes? Got them going? Got them good? I'll be back in tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific. Not sure what I'm going to be 3D printing yet. Don't know. It's possible that, maybe more coins? Maybe? I don't know. I can't make any promises. Won't make any promises. But I can promise to be here. 6 p.m. Pacific time, Sunday evening. And then Monday, I'm going to be hanging out with Loyal on his stream. So at 6 p.m., I may be on Loyal stream, but I'll be hosting it. So you'll be able to see me in his stream but on his channel, right? Teasing and saying, hey, I'm going to be giving away a 3D printer too. Here we go. Tusken rating. And if you're not, again, if you're not following her, you need to, because she has skill. Shannon has skill. Tusken rating. Shannon in 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh, I love that Tusken Raider. That's a good one. All right, here we go.
There's that's kind of go to hang out. If I work on something, I'll bring my sewing machine or whatever if I want to work there. But that's the catch. You have to pay if you want to use the heavy machinery.
Yeah, because they have to charge for the machinery. They have to charge for the.
Oh my god!
For
Did
the
they just rate us?
and so on.
Yep. Hey guys.
It's not rated.
Hey Chris, how many people did you bring over?
Oh, a lot.
What's that, dude?
Oh yeah, because Chris. Hey Chris, I bombed out of your stream. I came over here to hang out with Shannon.
It was
We were talking about
we
your.
were flying till the book
excellent-
reading started to get
yeah.
a bit steamy, so we had to leave because we're getting
Yeah,
it's
it
starting
was
to
a
get a
bit
bit
too
steamy.
excited for us, Chris.
Yeah, we had to leave.